quick, before we get into this video, I just want to say that astral projection, out-of-body experiences, the NDE, O.B.E, whatever, none of that is new. It's been going on and it's been happening to each and every one of us every night when we sleep. Some of us don't remember, some of us do, but it's something that our ancestors have been doing for years. I'm talking as far back, like, you know, way beyond, even before time, because we are spiritual beings living in a human experience. Know that first before anything. Before you do anything in your life, always remember you are a spirit living in a human body form for this experience only. Now let's get to this video. Let's go to the classroom.
You ever seen a bumper or a fender on a car that just didn't look like it belonged there? Not like it was different color, like an auto body mechanic shop put it on and it was just like it didn't line up right. It wasn't the same, and it was just like you can tell it was like not. That's how I felt my whole entire life growing up. Like I was like this having this human experience, but like my spirit wasn't aware of. Like my spirit was trying to tell me, look, bro, this is not real. You know, you're just having a human experience. Experience it, take it in. Your body, your eye, your tongue, your ears, your body, everything that you were born with is just an information taker. You know, this body's here to take in information from the outside brain to the inside brain, and then you make it be whatever you want it to be. This is literally painting your own picture on how you want life to be. What's the meaning of life to you? I don't know, but mine is pretty extraordinary because I like to use my imagination. You know, God gave us an imagination. Don't let people take that away from you. So, out-of-body experience, what's the cause of it? The cause of it can be when you have an accident, you're under the knife, getting surgery, wisdom tooth, you had a car crash, you got hit in the head with a bottle, whatever whatever trauma caused you to get knocked out, and literally like almost knock your spirit out of your body. Drugs could do that. A lot of things can do that. So that's the whole Venom thing, is like, you know, the vibration is like, it was so, your spirit vibration was stronger than your body, and it like had to come out like kind of like a butterfly out of a cocoon, you know, go fly, but then you have to come back because you're not dead. You're still connected to your silver cord. So an out-of-body experience. Let me tell you my story real quick, just like a glimpse of it. I'm not gonna tell you everything because it's kind of, I get emotional. There's some parts of it. So anyways, the one part, I got up off the bed, sort of, I felt really light, like a feather. It was weird. I felt like I got off the bed, but it was almost like a feeling like when you leave the house, you forget your keys or your phone. Like, I forgot something, right? And I'm like, what the crap? I turn around, I see myself laying on the bed. You know, I start tripping, right? I'm like, oh crap, like what's going on? Like I try to touch myself, like it was like I wasn't really feeling myself, but I felt myself. It was like another sense type feeling, not like a five senses kind of feeling. And at the same time, I felt so connected with everything in the world. It was like I was plugged in. I don't know how to explain it. And so when I thought of leaving the room, I like left the room, but not in a walking way. It was like, if I thought of like going out that door, the door would open and I would be at the door already. So like if I'm walking on the street and I see the corner of the road and I'm like, okay, when I get there, I'm gonna make a left, and then I'd be there making a left. It wasn't like I was flying. It was more like astral travel. It was like I was kind of teleporting or whatever. And like if I knew what astral projection was, if I knew what the out of body was, which out of body experience is kind of like astral projection, it's the same thing. Like, but when you're sleeping, everybody astral projects. If you didn't know that, you do. Everyone leaves their body one way or another, but your brain has certain certain systems in place to not let you remember, because you're not supposed to know who you really are in this life cycle unless you wake up to it. And not in a waking up as in like you're stupid wake up. I mean waking up in a form of the steps you take in life experiences, because some of us are having hard times in our life experiences because we're supposed to be that. We're supposed to bloom. We're supposed to, live our life in the garden and eat whatever we're supposed to eat. But be careful, because the birds are going to eat you. You're like a caterpillar in a garden, beautiful garden. But if you don't be careful, you will get eaten out here. And it's your job and responsibility to bloom and find a nice place to cocoon yourself, meaning grow your mind. And then you'll bloom like a butterfly and you'll fly. You will transform the way you are. I spoke about that. Personality, what you know is who you are, all that. I spoke about that. So go check out the other videos. But in this video, I'm trying to talk about, like, literally, like, if you're a caterpillar and you're transforming into a butterfly, you have to take those steps of growth. So in the out-of-body experience, like, when I was having mine, I didn't know I was having mine. So I couldn't fly through the walls and whatnot. If I knew about it, I would have probably done it. So when I would think of being somewhere, it was like I was there already. So that's what happened to me. I went to my friend's house, because that's at the time I was always being over there. I was always, visiting and whatnot. And I went to the porch. They're hanging out there playing dominoes and card games and stuff, and they're having a good time. And I'm trying to talk to people. No one's answering me. No one's communicating with me. And I'm like, I must be dreaming, right? This is a dream. This ain't even real. But this is the most craziest dream. Like, I knew it wasn't a dream in a way. It was like this. This is not a fucking regular dream. Marty, don't do that. Leave that alone, bro. That's the door sensor. You don't be touching that. So, right, there was something that happened that I knew this was real. So over by my friend's house, an altercation happened where it was pretty fatal. It was a fatal altercation. Ambulances, police, everything came. What was the craziest, weirdest part was that while that was happening, one of the men that was in the altercation, he looked directly at me, and I seen him, and he seen me, and I was like, holy crap, that was kind of an emotional moment. I'm not gonna get into that. But then, like, it was almost like I felt everything he was feeling. And then when everybody scattered, there was a body on the ground. And I never really spoke about this to anybody, but I was like, holy crap, like, I need to get back home. And I was back home in the room where my body was. And then I seen myself, and I'm like, whoa, like, I'm dead, bro. Like, I'm thinking, like, the guy looking at me feeling what he was feeling, and my mind is going like grabbing a book and flipping through the pages. That's how my mind was working. And I'm like, nah, this can't be. My life's not over. Like, I have so much to do yet. I'm young. I was like 23 years old. Like, side note, 23 for me was a real significant number. It was like time, day. Bro, 23 is a huge. It's numerology. It's if you don't know about numerology, you should. It has a lot to do with you and astro and your what's that called, like your birthday, your sign, all that stuff. That. So anyways, I was back in my body, and then when I went to touch myself, I touched myself with the intention of like, yo, I need to get up. I need to live. So when I touched myself, I woke up, and when I woke up, I was looking for myself, if that makes any sense. I woke up looking for myself. It was like being sucked back in, like when venom like aligns itself, you know what I'm saying? That feeling. So when that happened, I felt like the bumper on my car was aligned. I felt me. And then any question that I've ever have had in the past was like, it was like downloaded into my consciousness, kind of like I said, the book flipping through the pages. Not like all my life flashed before my eyes. No, my life was flashing for my eyes, not before my eyes. Before my eyes, it was like for me, my mental eye was like showing me everything, and it meant everything, and everything made sense. Why I was born, why everything was the way it was, why I went through the things I went through, because of what's gonna happen in the future. Like, I knew, and so I went with it. And then, like, everybody thought I was crazy because I was talking really quickly. I was like having this weird experience, and everybody was like, oh my God, what happened to you? What's going on? You need to go see, the doctor. And You know, we did a lot of other stuff, and you know, but it was an awakening for me. That was my awakening, my first awakening, because I have many awakenings in a sense of there's different steps in the process to have this spiritual alignment happen. Some people may have these alignments and think that they're actually Jesus Christ, but like this is the thing is like, let's get deep a little bit real quick before God said, sit there and know that I am God. He said that to everybody. Now, I know this is a little bit off from the O.B.E, but it has a lot to do with it. So he wants you to basically sit there and meditate. Even Jesus left his disciples to go up to the mountain and pray and to meditate and to know the answer, not by going and having a meeting with 15 people and what's your idea, and let's make this answer. No, he went to go have his own answer. We all have our own answers, and that's a spiritual answer. We have the ability through O.B.Es or just meditating and praying. You as a spiritual being have the power to tap into the consciousness of information that's out there. The same way you can Google something on your phone is your brain. You can Google with your mind and tap into everything that has already been thought of in a calm state of mind. Press the brakes. You ever seen somebody play Super Mario when they're like and they try to make it to the finish line like too quickly and they end up dying? Bro, pump your brakes. Collect the coins. Get the mushroom. Mushroom has a lot to do with out of body experience too, and not in a crazy way. It's even in the Bible. The manna, I think it was called. It's like a bread, the daily bread, bro. It had to do with herbs and stuff. So, anyways, sit still, he said, and know that I am God. It is done unto you as you believeth. There's the imagination. He's telling you you have an imagination. Only you can make your reality as real or as fake as you want it to be. So how real is the stress? How real is depression? How real is being happy every day to you? So those things are as real to you as you exercise it. So if the more you exercise and feed that stress or depression or the happiness, it can grow. It can. Now, some of you may not be like, oh, you don't know because you never experienced it. No, I've experienced it. There's different stages of stress, depression. There's different stages, but that doesn't mean that you can't just grab a book and color. That doesn't mean you can't just go fishing, go grab go spend, $20 on a fishing pole or something. But you do got to get the license. It's illegal. It's like $30. Do certain things that make you happy and get away from feeding the beast. Get away from feeding the feeling that you don't want to feel. So God said, sit there, be still. Because what we're doing is, remember I told you, your outside body is like the outside brain, your inside brain is your inside brain. If you're running through life like Mario, you're missing so much. Like, how many color greens are on that tree? The wind. There's so much information to take in that you're forgetting. There's so much to learn from nature and you're forgetting because you're running through life because you're so physical. Like, I need this, I need a car to get to work. I need this, I need money, I need a house, I need this. Everybody needs everything. But if you don't slow down in the process, you're going to get to the finish line and you're going to miss so much. You're going to miss so much. So slow down, pump your brakes. Don't be like Mario and be so fast. Slow down. Slow down. You might be able to get the cape and you might be able to fly. Or the feather. I haven't played that game in so long. For you guys who are the millennials who don't know nothing about Super Mario, it's like wearing one of these. So you wear one of these long enough. You wear one of those long enough. You're gonna forget. You're gonna forget, but you're gonna like that world probably more than your world you're living now. You're gonna want to have it on 24/7. That VR, that virtual reality, that's like an out-of-body experience because you're living another image. If you give your mind an image long enough to believe that it's real, your body won't know it's real. So the experience that you're going to have or have in the moment is what you're giving your mind. So whatever information you give your mind is the experience your body's going to have. Let them marinate a little bit. You gotta take that in. This is information that that we must be talking about. You know, we're worried about stuff that doesn't even matter. We really must worry about our spiritual side and how to align ourselves, how to fix that bumper, you know, because it's a real thing, you know. And it's the same thing as NDEs, near death experiences. You know, when someone like had a bad accident and they tell you, yo, I seen the whole accident, like I seen in my body, and I seen this, and yo, it was crazy, and you know, I seen such and such, you know, and they told me to come back, and like that's all real stuff. You know, people, you tell a scientist, yo, man, look, I had a dream and I was flying out of my body, and I was like driving around, you know, like in this like spiritual form flying, and then like some scientists would be like, yeah, whatever, dude, like this the fuck, like they need proof, right? That's a skeptic. They need proof. You don't need to prove nothing to nobody, bro. Like I said, if you let people water down your imagination, you're gonna have watercolors. You're not gonna have, you know, watercolors are great, but you need to have like a real good definition, real bright, vibrant colors, you know, and that's just your imagination. How strong you want your imagination to be. You know what I mean? So that's definitely up to you. You know what be. So out of body experiences, you can have them. You can have them. You need to sit. You need to relax. You need to come to. You need to have an inner body experience before you have an out of body experience. You need to decalcify your pineal gland and take your brain to the gym and exercise it by reading, meditating, focusing. Focus on one specific thought, one specific thing, one specific sound. And it's okay if you disfocus yourself. We can get into that. But you know, I'm gonna let you guys go. And that was my out of body experience. My first one, and I have had other ones, but you know, I don't want this video to be too long. And that's gonna be it. I gotta go feed the rest of my animals. You already know how it is, out of body experiences. And it's your first time here, I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe, but you can obviously go check out my other videos. If you like what you hear, then you subscribe. You know, like, comment, whatever you want. Ears are the wishing wells to the universe. Throw a penny in it. Tell people your thoughts, tell people your wishes. Just do not let them water your watercolors down. Do not let them bring you down from your imagination. Do not let them source you down. You must source up. You must upgrade. You must source up. And so with that being said, peace out. Go do some stuff. Connect to your ancestors just like the avatars did. That's what you get from meditating.